Now, Durban is hosting the Africa Travel Indaba following the devastating floods in the province. KwaZulu-Natal authorities are confident the conference can proceed without a hitch. The trade show gives African countries an opportunity to showcase their premier experiences and tourism products to a global audience. So how are visitors finding the province as mop-up operations and search and recovery operations continue? Well, we're joined by our reporter now, eNCA's Lindokuhle Xulu, who's out in Durban. Lindokuhle, good morning, rather. KZN is most certainly pinning all hopes on this event being a success, given all the losses. They would want something to stimulate the economy. But what were the opening remarks from the minister at the official opening of this event?
Well, Minister Lindokuhle Xulu just officially opened, as well as traditionally rang the bell here at the Africa Travel Indaba. They are in Durban at the ICC, and she just spoke, speaking about the fact that they do have to acknowledge that this province, as well as other provinces, have suffered quite tremendously when it comes to the recent rains that caused floods, but also in terms of the fact that they are recovering from other things such as July unrest that we've seen, as well as COVID-19. So there is a lot in terms of the tourism industry that needs to be recovered, but they are saying that despite this facing adversity, they must continue to try and revive as well as re-energize the tourism industry. So they are speaking about the fact that this will be focused in terms of the recovery of the tourism sector, as well as in terms of what has recently happened. They are saying that government is in fact working around the clock to ensure that they continue to provide aid to those that have lost their homes, but at the same time they are making sure that infrastructure-wise they are able to recover like that. The minister is in fact right up at that scaffold. We will just try to move a little bit closer. There is a photo opportunity at the moment, but it was loud, so that is why we were standing on the other side. But you see she is engaging with those that are visitors here, those that are attending this Africa Travel Indaba. So this is a photo opportunity of the minister. I'm not sure if she's taking interviews at the moment, but I can tell you that she did focus a lot in terms of what needs to happen around the recovery of the tourism sector.
Was there any mention of the floods currently and the situation there? Because money, yes, has been allocated, but the reconstruction or building of roads is still underway. Some of the roads might not be okay. Did she make mention of some of the deterrents, perhaps, that would lead to the Indaba not being as successful or having the many delegates?
Well, they did mention in terms of some of the floods that devastated parts of KwaZulu-Natal. In fact, that is exactly what she started with, which is to acknowledge the fact that this particular travel Indaba comes at a time when this province, as well as the country, faces a lot of challenges. One is of that devastation of the floods, but it was also about other things, the lockdown, COVID-19, as well as, in fact, the July unrest. So they are saying that government will be focusing in terms of making sure that there is mobility on the roads, that infrastructure is fixed, so that they'll be able to continue, try to revive the tourism sector. So those are some of the things she's definitely acknowledged when it comes to issues around what they are facing at the moment. But at the same time, she has said that she will in fact be appealing to those that are in the sector, those that are attending here, to actually be able to give them really a sense in terms of what needs to happen. You see, the minister is speaking there. Perhaps if I can also just get in my mic just to get a sense really of what's going on.
I know it's going to be a controversial issue, but I have to say it is a ministerial topic.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sorry, Minister. We're live now. I'm on eNCA. I know this is a bit impromptu, but no, I'm speaking to the Minister. May we speak, Minister, or maybe later?
Okay, later.
Maybe a bit later. Ne? Thank you so much. Well, there are some people, security personnel here that are essentially just pushing us aside, but the minister seemed as if she was willing to have that conversation. She says she's going to have a conversation later, but the focus is all about making sure that, the province, the country recovers from some of the challenges it faces.
Hopefully you will get to catch up with her a bit later. We'll just leave it there for now. That's our reporter Lindokuhle Xulu out at the Africa Travel Indaba. Now